Okay, hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today I want to do a little bit different. I want to do a video about EDC haul, or a haul EDC sort of video. I've been doing these £30 challenges, and one's been going really well, and I'm due to have a video to be sent out fairly shortly with my review of the range 30-day challenge, or £30 challenge. I've been using this stuff now for nearly 3 months. I thought I was going to give you a review after a month. I thought actually no, I'm going to wait until a good couple of months down the line and see what it's actually really like, and get ready for my new stuff to turn up, so I can switch it out. And that's what I want to do. But today, because I call myself UK Survival, I wanted to look at what is out there for EDC wise for UK companies. I've touched on this brand before, but today, a couple of days ago, I went over to Go Outdoors and they had a Black Friday sale, 30% off, plus I also had my Go Outdoors discount card, and I also had my DFE leader discount card as well. So I took this haul down from £68 with the discounts of the shop down to £50, and other discounts with DFE down to about £42 for everything I'm going to show you just now. So that's enough said. Let's get inside the bag and see what we actually got. Okay, so excuse some of the noise in the background, some building work with some axe throwing range getting built. Hopefully there'll be some videos coming out very soon about axe throwing as well. But what we've got inside the bag is looking at the True Utility brand. So I've got quite a few things inside the bag. I'll get it out now just to show you what I've got, and then I'll go through a bit more detail of how it actually is. So we all know True Utility is a UK company, and I've looked at some of the stuff before. Yeah, so I've just a touch base. Yeah, so this is one I've seen before. This is the True Utility UK legal knife. It did fail on me, yes it did. I showed that on a video where the rivet at the end fell out after doing lots of cut. I've tried to cut up lots of big thick bits of rope. I probably put too much pressure on it, but that might have just been me, or it might have been a manufacturer error. So I thought I'll do it again, I'll test it again and try it out. So we've got a True Utility knife, and the same thing again, the second thing for a trial, which is the second time I've tried it, is the True Utility little lighter. I liked having the lighter on me. I liked the thing about refillable, and I liked the thing it's waterproof. When I tested it last time, the waterproofing did work after I had to warm it up. So now I've had them before and I've seen roughly what they're like. Hopefully I can look at them and get them to work a little bit better. So there were the two things which I've had before. Well, they also come with 3 key rings, which I quite like, and they're good heavy duty key rings as well. So that's 2 things I've had. But other things I want to try out is, I've got here, this is a UK legal pocket multi-tool. So it has pliers, screwdrivers, a knife, saw, bottle opener, and it's fairly compact. It's got a bit of weight to it, but that's another one we're going to have a look at. But again, that's UK legal, so therefore the blade is under 3 inches and it doesn't lock when you open it up. Where you get quite a few multi-tools when you open them up and the blades lock, so you can't really carry them around in everyday use. So there are 3 things on there. So other things which we always like to carry around is a light source. So True Utility also does a light source. This is a USB rechargeable light source. It has a low, a high and a red flashing hazard light. So the one that again comes with a key, and if anyone's wondering, it is a 47 lumen torch. Yeah, sort of on there. Low is 16 lumens, press twice for 47 lumens. Yeah. And they also recommend it's good for cycling and that sort of walking, for clip on the back of your bag with a red flashing lamp, just to give some people some idea you're actually there. So that's that one. Other things we found inside, there was loads of stuff, but I just want to pick the things which I think I would use in my everyday sort of thing. So this is another blade. The reason I got this blade, this is a lock blade. This is the blade which locks. It's also lightweight, only weighs 16 grams. It comes with a locking pin and a key ring. So the idea is you can undo the pin and take it off your keys or clip it off something on there. I want to start looking at some fairly good compact survival kits. So I've been testing a few survival kits, and I've looked at a few things which are really good and a few things which aren't, and I thought, well, I want a thin profile blade. And yes, True Utility came out with a thin profile blade. I was going to say about the rivets and fit over there. We've got that, and the last couple of things I picked up. We've got a pen. We always know we need pens. This is actually quite The problem, I've had a few pens, I've had them before. I've had lightweight pens, like the one I'm carrying at the moment, and they just don't cut the mustard. I sit them, I break them, they're quite big and clumsy on there. All the pen leaks into your pocket. But this one is a it's an extendable pen. We can open it up and close it. It's also got a magnetic key ring, and it comes with free refills as well. So there's that one. And the last thing inside my haul was a corkscrew. I didn't need the corkscrew. Yeah, let's just get this thing up. They sell the corkscrew on its own. Also, they sell a corkscrew with a plastic waterproof reinforced plastic container. This was £1 cheaper than getting a corkscrew on its own, and I quite like this container because I might use this for the basis of my survival kit which I'm looking at. Yes, I keep saying you need metal tins sort of cooking on there, but I'm also thinking of a water base because I'm near a river and I do a lot of kayaking. I'm going to do lots of kayaking videos, that sort of stuff. Having a tin isn't very waterproof if I go in. So having a plastic container, so this is going to be looking at a EDC, a survival kit type thing for on the water, and then a metal tin sort of on the land. I was going to play around with it and have a little look, but it comes with that, and it does have a nice little corkscrew. So that is all of the stuff I got there. I say all that together before discounts was £68. With the go outdoors card, if you haven't got one of those, it costs a £5 and you get good discounts sort of on there. That took that down to £54, and then my further D&V leader card took it down to £42. So cheers Easy, thanks very much. So that is the kit. I'm going to crack this stuff open now, and I'm going to give it a quick sort of once over, and then over the next month or so I'm going to put these things through the paces, and I'll come back to you with a review video at a later date. But let's just get this stuff open, and we'll do a few close-ups sort of on there. I've done the technical sort of spec already, so we're going to see a few close-ups, maybe a few still photos, just so you can see what this kit's actually got. Okay, so the first one is the pocket key toolkit. So let's just get this thing open. Now usually you need some sort of EDC to open up an EDC. So let's have a quick look, see how easy this is to get into. Okay, so we've got the knife. I say I've done with this before many times. So we've got the screwdriver, the bottle opener, which I've used, the scissors. The last time I had this, I can't remember if it was good enough to cut my nails. Let's have a quick look, shall we? I like to have something on with cut my nails, especially my kids' nails. Yep, I can cut my nails. Yeah, that's how I usually see if the scissors are quite good scissors, if I can do the nail cut. Now it's got some good sort of pressure on there as well. And then finally, I've just cut my nail now, haven't I? And we've got the nice blade. It's actually quite a nice little sharp blade. This one feels a lot stiffer than the last one, so maybe I might have had a dodgy batch, but you can see there it doesn't actually lock itself up. So that's a nice little one with a little carabiner. It allows you to fit onto the keyring. So that's my first one out of the lot. So let's just move that to one side. Okay, the lighter. Okay, so we've got the True Utility lighter, which is just on there. As I remember, to refill it, you open it up and you put the lighter fluid into the bottom, and then leave it to soak in a little bit. But what I had the problem with last time, I found my wick sort of just broke up really quickly. You may have to unscrew this and maybe put a new one in there, but it started leaking all over me as well. So hopefully this time it's going to be a better seal. And I know they're already waterproof, I've tested it before, but it's a quite nice little compact, small little kit with a rubber washer just to hold it inside, and a little keyring sort of pull on there. So that's a nice little one, and I quite like the compact size, especially a big lighter. Nice sort of compact size. Right, the next UK legal, so let's have a quick look at this one. What I do like is the packaging is actually easy to undo without needing a knife. Yeah, that's the worst thing I hate when you get these blister packs where you buy like a blister knife and you need a knife to open up the blister knife. You think, well, what's the point of buying a knife in the first place if you can't open it up? Okay, so initial thoughts on this one here. This is stuff you don't really want to be put inside your pocket on its own without a little case. So I might have to speak to my wife to get a case because these things here are a little bit sharp on the edges. Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is start cutting yourself with your multi-tool sort of in there. It's fairly good weight, but I just don't like that little bit which is just on there, so I'm going to need to put a case in that so I don't snag my trousers. And how the locking system works, the spring actually inside here, so if I open it up, yeah, you can see got a spring in there, so it's got a physical spring, so I need to be wary of that, not to catch it or break it sort of on there. You know, I just said the word capture and my phone's next to me taking photos every time I say the word capture. Yeah, so we've got the pliers. I think you can't really, I'm putting some pressure on that, and I can see if I put too much pressure I might actually break it as well, so just bear that in mind when you're using these lightweight tools, to use them for lightweight jobs, not a heavy duty job. But it's got a fairly thick knife on there, comes reasonably sharp. Yeah, just taking the nail off. It doesn't lock, it's quite nice and easy. It's got a screwdriver and a little can and a bottle opener. It's got a flat head and a file. I don't know what that is on top of my head. Another pair of scissors, so let's do the old scissor test, shall we? Let's get a different nail this time. Yep, even better than the last ones. Yeah, even better than the last ones. So nice scissors. Another smaller screwdriver and another type of bottle hook and fish hooks. And a little wire saw. Not wire saw. Oh, we've got this saw. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Can you see that? Yeah. Well, not a bad saw actually. I can take a good, yeah, get a good chunk out of that. That'll do. That will do. A nice little job. Nice little compact, and again comes with a key ring. So initial thought, it's a good bit of kit. It just needs to be a little case, I think, just because that there is actually hurting my finger when I'm touching it. Oh, that did actually really hurt then. So just got to be careful with that. Right, now we're going to look at the torch. Let's see if it actually comes charged. Okay, so we've got the torch, a little mini clip torch, a small USB charger, which is a micro USB, nice, which goes into a little rubber seal, which is just here, and we can open that up, and then we can access the micro USB hole. So a bit of water resistance on there, security, and another key ring. So let's see if this works. Okay, I'm pushing the button, nothing works, so we'll hold it down. Okay, so it comes fully flat. Right, so I need to put some charge in this, so what I'll do, I'll put some charge in this and I'll come back to this at a later date. Unless I need to do something else. Let's have a quick look. Any instructions? I've ripped the packaging now, so I can't read it. What's it say? Press once. No, press once, press twice, hold for 2 seconds. And it says on the back of it, try me. Maybe I got a dud one. Right, I'll put some charge in this and we'll come back to this at a later date. But it's nice, small, compact, and I quite like it for that sort of thing. It just clip on the back of your bag. Yeah, so you can just clip onto I can clip that onto one of my key fobs. And it'd be quite nice just to hang on the back of a bag, and it gives us a little bit of warning when I'm walking down the road as well. So the use of it, hopefully, will be quite good when it actually gets it to work. It's just trying to get it charged, and it's also, I quite like the small compactness of this cable. So it's easy to fit inside a micro EDC sort of electronic organizer. You don't have like 1.5 meters or 30 centimeters of cable. You don't need it sometimes if you're next to the power pack. What's the point of having that much cable on there? So that's that one. Right, this time now, we've now got the True Utility lock blade. So this is the one I'm intrigued about if I can make it smaller. That's why I got this one, because I've got an idea for this. Okay, so we've got the little knife. I mean, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, which is actually quite a nice little system on there. We've got this locking pin, which does have a small little wheel sort of on there. So it looks like I can... So how do we open it up? How do we open it up? Ah, do you know what? How safety this actually is. You can't, the locking, when it says locking pin, you can't actually open the knife until you get on there. So you technically could get away of carrying this in your kit, because you need to push this little wheel down. I think I need to pull, yeah, I need to pull that pin, then how do we open it up now? So there's no finger tab or anything over here, and there's a little ball lock which is just in there, and that's a nice little small little blade now. So how do we close it? Yeah, so it's a good, it's actually a really hard lock sort of on there, and I'm struggling to try to see how to close the thing now. It's a very low profile. Yeah, I'm pushing some serious weight on the back of this to try to close it, to see if I can actually catch myself. So that's there. So how do we go around closing it? Should we... Ah, okay. Right, so after looking at it, it's locked by the pressure of these geese. Loads of them. So it's locked by a little bar which is onto there itself, so all we're going to do is push it open and then come over. Yeah, so that's how to use it. So it's a case of, but it would be better if they put like a little finger tab. You know when you get nails on the normal knives, I've cut my nails now trying to do it. When you get a little normal knife, just to try to finger in there, because you can, there's something to grab on this side, but there's nothing to grab on the back of that. Yeah, so if you haven't got fingernails or any good dexterity, your cold hands, I can see this being an issue, because I'm struggling like anything to try and get this out. So good low profile. I'm liking the low profile, but the issue I've got now is you're going to have to put your finger on the knife to get it out. Yeah, or really pinch and grip, and that's not going to help a lot of people if it's especially if it's freezing cold. You need to get this knife out. Yeah, but I do like the lock. The lock is good, and it's once you understand how to close it, and it does have a very low profile. And this locking pin is a good little novel idea to make it safe, so you can't actually get that blade to come out. So good safety features on there. I think they just need a little bit of tweak on that just to open it up, and that will be a quite nice little knife. It's just going to make sure you don't lose some of these pieces. So I think if that's on your keyring though, yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to pull it off the keyring than it is to try to get it over. There's a shoot on as well. There's all sorts going on today. And place that back. But it shouldn't be on a keyring because it's not UK legal, because it's a locking knife. So yes, it's got its good uses, and I can also see the bad uses as well. But we'll give it a test and we'll try that as we go over. The pattern's pending on this. If anyone wants to change it, you can. Right, let's look at the pen now. Okay, so we've got the pen, which is nice, little compact, and it also comes with 3 refills as well, which I'm probably going to lose in the 2 seconds, but hey, never mind. But the pen itself is magnetic on the top. It's got the True Utility sort of brand on the top, and all you got to do is to open it up, is to pull it open, and that removes the lid. And you've got a nice little small pen, and you get the back and you lift it up, and now I've got a nice comfortable pen which I'm able to write on. Let's get a bit of paper, let's give it a quick test out of the box. It's a black pen, Here we are, right upside down. Yeah, and it works straight away, straight out of the box. So nice little on there, and it's got, you can see in the top where the pen actually sits into. I'll put that in there. Nice. It's quite a strong magnetic. There we go. So you can see it's putting itself in, and then I'll just push it up, and that's nice and closed. So that's a nice overall pen. I quite like that. It's not heavy, so it's not going to really interfere my keys too much, but it's got aluminium grade. I think they say they're using aeroplane aluminium grade metal on the bottom of that. So that's that one. And finally, it even comes with a nice few instructions as well. Okay, so it's got a fairly sturdy box. It seems to have a rubber seal around the top of it, so it should be waterproof, hopefully, sort of on there. But I think it's more of a packaging box than it is more of a robust survival sort of box. But we'll give it a go and see what happens and see how robust this box actually is. And then we've got this, the corkscrew was got the brand name sort of on it, and to take it off we've got a little clasp, unclip that, and we can slide out the bar, he says, and then we put the bar through the hole. That's what it said. Ah, okay, there's a flat edge. No. 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 Instructions state just push it through. It's stainless steel. It's been patterned. It's also got all the other stuff they do in here as well, where the other ones don't. They don't show you all the other stuff they do, so that's quite a nice little novel idea as well. Might look at the key tool, maybe. Stylus pen. Well, we'll see, but it's not doing too well at the moment. I can't get that in there, and I'm going to hurt myself probably doing that. Okay, bit disappointed sort of on there that I can't actually get it into the hole. I'm going to have to get a file in there to try to make this bigger to fit this actually inside there. It doesn't even go up there very nicely as well. I've got that stuck. Ah! Just pinched my thumb. Okay, over impressions with the corkscrew. Design concept, yes, I like it if you drink a lot of wine when you're going around and you need a corkscrew inside your key rings. Yes, generally used for everyday carry, probably not. More of a gimmick sort of device sort of on there, and not very well engineered, because I've just hurt my fingers trying to get it, closing it up. I can't fit it through the hole, and it's really hard to get it in and out. Sort of on there, and I've just realised as well that I still didn't even put it together properly. It's flat for a reason. It's because it can go flush up with that, and then you can put them both in so you don't lose it. But the problem is it's so hard to get in the first place, I probably wouldn't lose it anyway. But I'll try it out on a bottle of wine if I can get it to work, and we'll see what that is. Okay, so what I did with the corkscrew and the torch, I spent ages looking at those things. I tried charging the torch in the car, tried to torch in the house, still couldn't get it to work. Same as the corkscrew, I tried filing it down a little bit, trying to get it to work, to push it through the hole like it should do, and I couldn't get it to go at all. So what I did, I went back to Go Outdoors and actually asked for exchange. To do so, I had to do a refund of the 2 items and then repurchase the 2 items. In doing so, I saved myself a further £3.11p. I don't know how that worked. Even the guy behind the counter doesn't work as well. Cheers for that. You're also a subscriber to the channel, so a really big thumbs up to yourself as well for support for the channel. And so So I've now gone and got myself another two. I did actually test the EDC light inside the shop this time because I knew there was a button where it was this time, so I could push it on, and as you see, it's actually turning itself on. So that's the first thing I did. I'd make sure it did work. So if you do get one of these, just give it a test. It doesn't take 2 seconds. And I've got another new plastic container with a corkscrew. So hopefully this should work. So let's just get this one open and have a quick look. Okay, so we already saw, we got the light, a little mini sort of, comes with a USB light with a USB cable on the bottom as of normal. Simply, you push the button once and you get a low level light, and this one is 16 lumens, and then we've got 47 lumens for the high, and then last thing we've got the red light. If we hold the red light down for 2 seconds, you should get a flash of red light, and they advertise this to clip on your back of a walking pack or backpack when you're walking on the roads, just so you can simulate cars are seeing you in the distance. So I'm happy now, that works, and we'll put that in a full little test. We'll test that in the woods and see how bright this thing actually is while walking back from the cub group on Thursday. So we'll give that a go, and I'll show you later on. And we've also got the corkscrew, so a nice little container again, open itself up, and then hopefully this time it should be able to unclip itself. He says unclip itself. Unclip itself. There we go. Put the clip down. Oh, look at that. How easy is that? Not like pulling it out last time. Cut my hands open. Goes in there. And now I've got myself a nice tea bar. I don't drink wine. How many people actually see corks on top of wine bottles anymore? Most from the screw tops. But we've got one of those. Just purely can't want to test this out. It was £1 cheaper getting the plastic box with the corkscrew than having the corkscrew on its own. Okay then, so this is my true utility haul. If that was all in my pocket, in one pocket, it's actually not too bad actually. I couldn't have it all on one key ring, it'll just do my head in, but the weightness and sitting down isn't actually causing any major issues in my leg whatsoever. But you wouldn't carry all that in one fell swoop anyway, in one pocket. And yes, exactly the same thing I said about, I've just caught myself on that again, getting it out of my pocket. So if you were going to have that pocket, I've just scratched. There's a literal scratch all the way down the palm of my hand now, for taking that out of my pocket. So definitely need some sort of sheath. I wouldn't recommend putting that in your pocket, definitely some sort of sheath to be made or brought. But we're going to give this a go. We'll give it a full test. I'm going to use it for a good couple of months, and we'll come back to this with a review and anything. Put your thoughts and things down there in the comments down below. What do you say? Would you have this stuff? Would you try it out? Can you see any things which you think could be improved? What I haven't actually noticed already. But that's it for me. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. In the next video, I'll see you then. Bye for now.